smokes and things like that. Still gonna be tough. Oh, I really like Garter's play here. He says Crystal Maiden is trying to get a free level 2. I'm just gonna stand in the jungle and there's nothing you can do about it.
Uh-oh, Misery's gonna be going down here in the bottom lane. That will be our first blood as Aggressive and Q ended up locking him down with
more than that. 2 is going to give you about just enough time to use your ultimate, the Earth Splitter. Right. And in most cases, a 3-second disable is fine. So that's my guess.
Misery is possibly going to go down here once again. The dust has spotted him out, and Aggressive and Q get yet another kill. Meanwhile, the Pilot Eye is also obviously going to be taking advantage of the hard camp and may stack that, like the smaller creeps up together as he's going to be clearing through the big ones. Oh, they're going to catch out Misery here. Garter once again comes in with his haste rune this time around, and Misery will go down. He's going to turn around and just try and get damage out on a Q, but the Cold Embrace keeps him alive, and all these Spiderlings have dust on completely mitigated by the sheer number of spiders. But he's going to run into Q here, rapidly surround him with Broodlings, throw out the Splinter Blast, and oh, the last bit of nuke damage is enough to be able to finish him off. Puppey throws out the stop, but it doesn't catch Sheik either. And Sheik will just continue to farm up that camp.
How are they spot off Q? They know he's there. Will they dive it?
He still has that Arctic Burn to try and fly away. He does get stunned up, but he's ready to throw out that Q and see if he can get out. Splinter Blast. Oh, he actually goes for the Cold Embrace to start things off, but he's just going to get bursted down by the magic damage.
Man, I was about to criticize Puppey for not having a single point in his aura yet. It's about heroes and how the initiations go. Initiations mean so important, obviously. Clockwork's got hook. Hopefully Bramby doesn't catch another catapult, but it's looking pretty good right now. He's going to go on Envy.
Eternal Envy just puts himself on the front line, has that mag, but he needs to be able to get off. Does get it off alongside the Magic Wand, but he still ends up going down to the Focus Fire of CDEC. Speaking of Focus Fire, that's where Weeha's doing XE right now, but the power shot misses, and the Clockwork slips away. Team Secret lose 1, but they still have Misery ready to enter in from the side. Starts throwing out those Broodlings, but oh man, Q drops so low to that combination of the Spirit and the power shot. The Spiders aren't going to find their opening.
These are team fights when they actually start.
When do you think he starts like getting that ult? Oh, Pilot Eye's going to get picked off. Runs right into the ward. He was hoping to be able to get a counter ward. He's actually going to get some distance away, perhaps enough to be able to ensure a counter kill, but he's certainly dead. Now Puppey actually kind of runs in, does get caught as well. Eternal Envy in from the side, but the mech keeps everyone from CDEC still healthy, while meanwhile Aggressive is actually trying to chase down Weeha. Might be able to catch up to him as he pops the drums and everything else. Hook shot over on the side onto Eternal Envy. If they pick off this Razor again, Eternal Envy's going to be so far behind in farm, and sure enough, they easily have enough damage, even with Aggressive wrapping around on the side. And all this really leaves is Team Secret pushing out the bottom lane with Misery, but not catching Shiki. But at this point in time, he could almost like bait a stomp because CDEC are going for a 4-man aggressive smoke gank into the enemy jungle. And don't tell me they're going to catch Eternal Envy again. You got to get out of the way of XC. Aggressive does provide the space, and they lock down Eternal Envy. But this time around, it's underneath the tier 2 tower. They just throw everything they have to be able to pop him, and they are successful. Cold Embrace. Actually, Weeha's going to be locked down by the Winter's Curse. Aggressive moves forward. Missile is going to be able to land on Weeha, but it's not going to be enough damage by itself, and Aggressive has to try and get out of here. Meanwhile, XD hit by the stomp. Cold Embrace does save him. Now Matt keeps him alive through the new power shot, right through the heart of the Clockwork, and he does go down, but Puppey is the trade-off, and CDEC still easily winning these fights.
They just have such strong heroes right now. It's very difficult
to be able to pick up a single one of these tier 1s, and that's perhaps them focusing maybe a bit too much in kills, would you say? That they're, diving into tier 2 towers, and yet they have yet to take a tier 1. Pilot Eye is going to be snagged up here in the top lane. XC found that opening with a great rocket flare. Pilot Eye's TP cut short.
I like it that much this game because it is still an agility-based item, at least partially, and he's going to be losing that armor. So some of the value you get from the item is definitely going to be weakened. With that said, there's not really a good solution otherwise.
Yeah, Carter's going to get picked off. At the very least, you could say it gives you a bit of strength. Aggressive, he's going to go down to Misery here. Clockwork Rocket comes in, maybe cleans up some of those Spiderlings, but Misery shutting down that Gyrocopter. Winter's Curse just yet. Shiki going to come in for the tier 1 tower, but oh no! Puppey gets a beautiful Echo Stomp, takes the deny, and now Shiki will get turned around as Weeha completes his TP.
You do not have to be Weeha to get that shackle, and
nope.
As soon as that stomp landed, that was a kill. Really nicely done. Good setup there by Puppey, and that is the strength of the hero. That disable duration is massive. It's like a Naga Siren Sleep practically.
Hold in. Q is going to be caught by another stomp here. He gets the slow and a pylon dive, but Call Down actually catches Puppey. Aggressive committing for that one, but Eternal Envy's here for the turnaround. Weeha's already cleaned up the support behind Aggressive, so he's left alone. A man in the island tries to go for Puppey, but he just gets ripped apart by Team Secret. Weeha is actually going to be forced back. Misery, meanwhile, taking that tier 3 tower, and XD just desperate to try and stop it.
Oh, it gets a shackle. Aura's really strong, guys. He might survive here. There's this.
Oh, is he gonna turn it around? Is that enough damage? Weehaw! He's gonna tick, 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 but I don't think the Ignite's gonna be enough, so he will survive.
Gonna be close. 22 HP there for Weehaw. I'm sure you're scared about that one. Ignite, a very good skill. He did have level 4 as well, so it does 400 damage with 4 skill points. It's a really good skill.
Look at poor XD. He's just like using everything in his arsenal. Battery assault, rocket flare, even used the hook shot earlier just to try and clear through some of these spiderlings, and they do take a lot of damage on that range rank.
Finds them again. Yeah, they know exactly where CDEC is, and then go farm somewhere else. This time though, they may actually go for a fight.
Eternal Envy, yeah, they're smoked up right now. They're going to go jump on XD with a focus fire. That's going to be easy. Quick kill, or maybe not. The Cold Embrace, and they do have the stun onto Eternal Envy. Sheikah's going to let loose that ultimate. Winter's Curse right on top. They're throwing everything they have at Eternal Envy, and they should be able to get him, but is there a turnaround from Team Secret? They hit that Elder Titan ultimate in the background. Misery committing for aggressive. Gets locked inside the cogs. No, he actually gets out aggressive. He's getting away with the Glimmer Cape. They multicasted up Misery, but he still wants the Gyrocopter so badly, and he will have him. The nuke comes down now. Just the right click turns another one into babies, and Misery just controlling this game. Shiki dies in a flame, and there goes CDEC. They're gone.
He's got a Broodmother that's top net worth, and he's even got supports that can do a lot of damage and disruption. So he's just saying, hit me with your stuff, I'm going to reduce it as much as possible, and then you're not going to be able to throw it on my other
Oh, the jump in, slow, Misery pops out the webs and is going to try and lock down one of these heroes. Glimmer Cape buys some time. XZ takes some extra damage. Weehaw goes for the Jackal shot, maybe just a power shot to finish him off. Cold Embrace keeps him alive for a little bit longer. They do get the Winter's Curse, but doesn't catch Weehaw. Throws out the hook shot, but he dies in the process of getting to him. And now Misery just keeps running forward. That BKB slowing down Garter will catch Q instead. That'll be his second kill, going to Team Secret. Now the stun onto Shiki right in front of the fountain. Don't think Team Secret can force that fight just yet, but what they can do is turn around and take this second lane of Brooks.
Not really that much they can do about this. They can spam Ignites, I guess, maybe some long-range races.
Oh, but what a shackle shot! Weehaw sees the opportunity. Gyrocopter just crumpled. So too is Yoga Magi fall. And Shiki, he's left alone against all of this and will die. And that's it. CDEC call it for game number 1. They had the kill advantage early on, but Team Secret just knew how to play this game through and through. Split push, found way more farming opportunities, and just got themselves a rather large lead.
Yeah, it's maybe one solution against the hyper-aggressive. We saw this a lot at TI5 as well. Though some of the Chinese teams would group up and they'd go around the map